Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another holiday inspired look. We're going to start off with this liquid eyeshadow by UrbanDecay in the color Chem Trails. I'm just adding that on with the brush and then I'm going to blend it out with a makeup brush. Then tapping it in with my finger. This was quite the process, but it went by super quick. I used my finger just so that I can get a nice even layer instead of having chunky spots, which the brush was giving me. So we're going to grab the Morphe Hit The Lights palette and grab this beautiful red shade here. I'm going to start working that into the crease lightly. Normally I wouldn't start with a liquid eyeshadow, but with this one being so glittery, I didn't want to try to go back in later. I wanted it to kind of be a border for where I'm going to lay my red. I could have done this with a cut crease using some concealer, but this way just seemed easier, and I wanted my natural skin tone to kind of peer through the glitter, not to be a solid white foundation underneath. I thought this was a more complementary look for what I was going for. So we're just building up that red, kind of speeding it up here. I start off slow and blending it up, blending it out towards the end of my eyebrow just slightly, and building it slowly so that it doesn't get too out of hand. Blending is the key point in any eyeshadow look. No matter what you're doing, if you take your time blending, it's gonna look good, I promise. Jumping back into the palette, I'm picking up this cranberry shade of red. I'm gonna start tapping that into the outer part of my lid and blending it up, keeping it very tight to stay in the crease. I want the red to be very vivid. I just wanted this to add a little bit of dimension, bringing it together, making sure it doesn't look too flat all over my lid. Grabbing both of those reds, I kind of mix them on my brush and I'm popping them under my lower lash line. This completes the look for me. It brings the eye together. Without the lower lash line having eyeshadow on it, it just feels naked and undone to me. So in order to clean this up and make it sharp, I'm grabbing my cushion foundation from Wet n Wild. I'm using the little pad that they give with it. I'm only adding a tiny bit of foundation and then just making sure my lines are straight and nothing got too blurry. Jumping into the Huda Beauty nude palette, I'm going to grab this very neutral tone up in the top left corner. I'm going to grab it on a very precise shader brush. I'm going to add that between the red and my brow bone. I wanted there to be a very distinct, clear break between where my eyebrow was and where the red began. This took a little bit of time, just trying to be precise, making sure I'm not covering up too much of the red. Dipping back into the Chem Trail, I'm just grabbing some of that on my finger and re-adding it in, kind of blending it into the red on the outer part of my lid. Grabbing the Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlighter, I'm going to start adding that in on my cheekbones, popping that around. I chose this one because it is super blingy, it reflects the light so well. Now grabbing this liquid liner by Essence, we're going to start lining the lid. We're just going to kind of bring this up, do a quick line and a nice wing. With my eyeshadow being so pointed, I wanted the wing to kind of match that and flow with it. Grabbing this black shade, I went ahead and just grabbed a tiny precise shadow brush and put that under my lower lash line. This helped the liner come together a little bit, my eye not look so naked. Just doing that real quick right before we throw on some falsies. These falsies are the Kiss brand in the type pompadour, sorry. I'm just using the Duo Lash Adhesive to pop those on real quick right before we finish up with some blush. We're using the Laura Mercier Heather Pink. This one is soft and it's very complimentary. I think any skin tone could pull this off. I'm just going to throw on some mascara with my lashes just to blend them in nicely. A quick coat, nothing too heavy. And that's it. This eyeshadow look probably took me 30 minutes in total. It was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to thumbs this up and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.